Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So it's that time of week again. It's our usual Friday night live for a bit of gardening chat and a bit of gardening banter. So let's see who comes in to have a chat with us and catch up on the things that are going on. So it's absolutely pouring down with rain at the moment. It's really bad out there. I've just seen a video from Chesterfield where the retail park's flooded and cars are absolutely swamped. We've had a report from Kirkstall Farm, and the farm is absolutely flooded, and the farm's actually had to close because it's flooded that bad. And another update from a friend of mine up in Scotland, care of the Dun permaculture. He's got a YouTube channel, and his duck house has been blown over, and it's in a bit of a mess. So I hope you're all keeping safe. I hope you're all keeping well, and just being safe out there in this weather and in this really bad at the minute. So how is everyone on YouTube and TikTok? We're streaming across a couple of platforms, so we're live at the same time. Yeah, we're live at the same time. Let's see who's coming. We've got Icky. How are you doing? Thanks very much for coming in. How have your chilies gone this year? Have you closed your chilies down? Or have you still got a few more that you've got in the greenhouse? CW, how are you doing? Long time no see. Hope all is good with you. Ali, assalamu alaikum, saying flood everywhere. Flood, found it difficult to drive home from work. Whereabouts here? So we've got quite a few people coming into TikTok and popping out again. Hope you're all good as you're popping in. Sarah, how are you doing? Thanks very much for coming in. Hope you're keeping well. Hope everything's good with you. Oh, you're in Nottingham, so yeah. So I saw the video in Chesterfield. You won't be far. You won't be far down from that. Oh, we've got a little intruder popping in. Harry Potter's coming himself. Yeah, sit down properly. What are you doing? So you little monkey. So we've got Icky on Komodo. Komodo Dragon went really well. Only one plant left that was the heat was unbearable. Walaikum salam, Yasin. How are you doing, kiddo? Are you okay?
Mama, why?
Yeah, that's your little. That's your.
Hi, Mama. It's Yasin.
Yeah.
Yo.
So, Margaret, how are you
doing?
Yasin. I hope all is well with you. How's the weather? Give us some updates on the weather at the moment, so that let us know how everything is.
Yasin.
So Aisha Khan dropped a sock. Was it a sock? So give us a weather report. Let us know how everyone's doing, how you're all faring in this. And there's loads of bears coming from there. Well, I don't know what these bears are all about, but that's wicked. Guys, as you're coming in, please do hit that like. It does help with the algorithm and stuff.
I want to say something.
Go on and say something. You're saying something. Go on. Stop typing stuff and talk.
I haven't said something. I'm there.
Say something.
I can't. Don't know what to type.
So earlier on, we ran a special Instagram live stream to raise a little bit of money for people in Palestine. We managed to raise £135, and my sister-in-law said she was going to match it. So £270 I make that, which isn't bad. All thanks to my niece who wanted to do a bit of fundraising, so that was absolutely fantastic. Pamela, spent the afternoon chasing the polytunnel. Where are you? Where are you, Pamela? Where are you based? Pray for Palestine. I'm from Palestine. So we've got absolutely. What are you there now? Nav, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. I know Leeds has been non-stop all day. Where I went out into the garden earlier, just my wood, you know, the wood that I've been chopping and drying and all of that sort of stuff. It's all absolutely soaked. So I've had to bring a stack of wood inside just to try and get it dried out. Because it's cold inside the house and we've got wet wood.
Bobby Oven.
Huh?
Bobby Oven.
Bobby Oven. We like Bobby Oven, don't we? You met Bobby Oven, remember, at the market. Guys, if you're on TikTok, follow me on my other stream because I need 1,000 followers to be able to go live.
Baba, I want to say something else.
Baba,
I want to say something else.
Yeah, you will. Motin Speaks. If you type that in, follow me on my other TikTok channel. That'll be really good. Jim, I'll get to his question in just a second. Let me just say a few hellos to people. Stop that thing. Okay.
Baba.
So Sarah.
I said a hello.
Sarah Impey, how are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. North Wales, our road is closed due to flood. I hope you're keeping safe. What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
I'm trying to type something.
Well, why don't you type something instead of just slapping it?
I can't.
You can. There's the keyboard.
Papa.
So Moz, good to see you in. Wetter than a otter's pocket.
Papa, I'm typing. There's a storm coming.
Type it then.
Where is that storm coming?
Yeah. Just type
how do you write that?
How do you think you write it? Go on then.
Yeah.
So Jim, I had a question about tomatoes for next year. How early do you put seeds in? I normally go for
Baba,
just 1 second. I normally go for about late February. I did a video about why I like planting in February, and I sort of argued the reasons that I like doing that. Why? So all my TikTok followers have just disappeared. I don't know what's happened there.
Baba, how do you spell that?
Now, what do you think? What's the next letter?
Ummi
Noor, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Baba.
Jimmy, you still here? Because I was answering your question and everyone sort of just disappeared. Just give us a thumbs up if you're still here. It's been raining since last night, non-stop. It's been bad. Yes, buddy.
How do you?
Yeah, so now do apostrophe and an S.
This.
Yeah, this one apostrophe.
Is a storm.
So there's, just put S. There's space. So Jim, I normally like to plant my tomatoes in about late February because what I like to do is I like to get an early start. Some I might even plant a couple of seeds earlier on because what you do is the biggest complaint people do about planting early
I
is
smell storm.
How do you think? You try and figure it out.
I don't know.
Try and figure it out and I'll tell you if you're doing it wrong. So if you plant them early, what you do is you get a jump on the season, and if the biggest complaint people have is that they get leggy.
Papa, did I spell it right?
Yeah. If they get leggy, that's fine because what you're planting those really early plants for is for suckers. Because if you get suckers that 3 or 4 months old on a leggy plant, you can bin the leggy plant and just go with the suckers and grow them into really strong plants. And you've already got a jump on the season. And from a single plant, you've got 4 or 5 younger plants.
Is there a storm coming soon?
Yeah.
There's a storm.
And the other, yeah. Well, and if you plant them in later February, do a second sowing in later February, then again you're going to get a much earlier harvest. The only issue that you're going to have is getting enough light on them. So make sure you've got them in front of a really sunny windowsill, and then do your last and I do my last and final sowing in the first couple of weeks of March, and then I've got a nice spread of seeds some that I'm planting just for suckers, some that are going to give me an early harvest, and some that are going to give me a harvest on time.
Okay.
So, Jim, I hope that's answered your question.
Is that how you spell it? Coming?
No. You drop the E. Now it's put. Yeah. There you go. But if you want to see it in a bit more detail, I've got a video on YouTube why I plant seeds in February. And I've tried to make the argument there as to why I do it and explain exactly what I'm doing. If you fancy it, do go and check it out.
I need to do an exclamation mark.
So you press Shift. Now press the button that you want and it'll do the top. There you go. Now you can press return.
Enter.
There you go. Well done. So we've got a little bit of an update here.
Baba, I want to add a warning.
We're gonna
I'm gonna add another warning.
You can just let me. Can I speak a little bit? You try and type on your own, and I'll speak a little bit. We've got
tell me if I get it right.
We've got a bit of an update with our family situation. The eldest two, I'm really seriously contemplating of taking them out of mainstream school and home educating them. There's a few little issues that we've been having at school, and yeah, I'm just not happy. The kids aren't happy. So I think we're gonna pull them out. That's where we're at. So if there are any home educators, homeschoolers, then yeah, drop me a line. I'd really like to speak to you.
But I can't spell actually.
Yes, you can. Ack. So ack. So sir. Actually, tu. So where am I? You're from? I'm from Leeds.
Actually.
Actually. Again, and then Y. There you go.
I'm gonna add a. What's shift?
Space. Yeah. You've put lots in now. There you go. You done well. So there's trees down all over Zaki in this stormy weather. Moz, where am I going to find some down trees, man? I want to go find some down trees. Hopefully, well, I'm not hoping that loads of trees get knocked down, but I won't mind a few down trees. Ned Kelly, how are you doing, mate? Thanks very much for coming in a bit late today. I've been in a discussion on a football forum.
Never mind, that looks like a dog.
What looks like a dog?
That.
I think that is a dog.
Yep, that is.
Just be careful because you shake the camera every time you move forward like that. Gmailers, walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, you can say walaikum assalam.
I don't know how to spell it.
Oh, there it's written to you. Just put a wa in front there. Okay.
Whoa.
So it's a big move. It's quite scary about this homeschooling business.
That's scary.
It's not that scary.
My lip hurts.
Okay. Biggest worry is that you're gonna mess it up.
Me?
Not you, me.
Oh.
But at the moment, a lot of the garden's stuck, so there's not much to be doing out there. Tomorrow, hopefully, it's going to be a bit more of a drier day, and then it's going to be disaster recovery time. I'm going to go and have a look. I'm going to go and have a look at some of the damage.
Oh yeah, we got the market as well.
Yeah, you got the market as well.
I'm going to go with stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys are going to the market. I'm not coming with you. That's our Dexter. He's a very good boy. Okay, that's Dexter. Why are you going so close to the screen for?
Who's Dexter?
So our company is out now getting all the wood presently in Baildon.
Was. Is Moss gonna come in and do the string thing?
Yeah, he's gonna do the rope for us. At
Oh
some
wait,
point.
can we climb on top of the tree house and do the tie swing from there?
Yeah, we'll do the rope. We'll do the rope somehow. Moz will come out and tie you a rope.
Well, you know what the door is to the
But
balcony?
you, why don't you ask Moz instead of asking me to ask Moz?
I don't know Scarface.
Um,
Right.
There's no chance of typing it
So-
now.
Infinity the Rural Rider. I like that name. Homeschooling is a great idea. Lots of people are doing it. You'll smash it, mate.
Papa?
Dave Rees. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, but that's a
Papa?
wicked YouTube name. Yeah, so that's a. So it's good to have two eyes, one on here and one on rugby. So where are all the TikTokers? They've all disappeared. So pick some more courgette today. Not sure I'll get many more. No, I don't think so. So I think we've got one courgette plant that's still going to produce a couple of fruit. They're still quite young. We left a few thinking that we'd do really well.
Papa?
And the day before that, really, John, we had a frost about. I
Papa?
think it was on Monday or Tuesday we had a frost, and we left them thinking we're going to do all right. Some of them the frost got, and some of them the slugs got. So the ones that we thought, they're going to grow on a little bit longer, the slugs got them and the frost got them.
We're gonna type.
And that's it. It's done. It's finished. So I think that last courgette plant that's still hanging on for bare life. There might be a little bit of hope, but it's like a very faint hope. How's everyone else's courgettes? Are you all out?
I already know.
Go.
No, let him do it. He can figure it out. You saw our pumpkin harvest. We did another pumpkin harvest straight after that. So all our crown princes
Coming.
and all our muscat de provences. So all of those got picked last week as well, just before the frost came in. So just before the real heavy frost came in.
Papa, can I add an emoji to it?
No, they don't do emojis here.
No. How do they get to do emojis?
Because their computer lets them. Your computer's old-fashioned. It doesn't do emojis. It's like me.
Papa wants to do this.
No touchscreen on this one. It's old. It's old, buddy.
What about this?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
I like creative stories. Should I
Okay.
do a heart?
Okay, we're gonna do that. But yeah.
I'm gonna do two of them.
Okay. That's enough. So how's everyone else getting on? What's left in your garden? What's
Papa,
not?
it's not going on here.
What have you still got some
Papa,
hope
it's
for?
not going on here.
It's
It's not going on here, Papa.
They're not going to go on there. It's not for that.
What's it for?
I don't know what it's for. So give us an update about what's left, what's not left. What are you planting anything now? Because I started on my garlic last weekend. I was hoping to get it done this weekend, but I think tomorrow is going to be trying.
But I can't enter it.
If
I can't enter.
it might be a salvage operation. Alan's asking if you got a haircut.
I'm gonna type it in.
You're gonna
Never mind, it's not
you're gonna type in the answer.
Bruh.
So
Buh.
Martin, I've got you tomorrow. Oh, that's gonna be really nice. Ali Jazakallah placed a bag on my small butternut squash. Do you know with that with that butternut squash? Yeah, look. Stop messing about. There's an emoji screen there. Okay.
Oh no, I don't want them there. I don't want them yet.
Well, just do your typing then. Do your typing, and then you can press your emoji as you need it. So, you know, with your butternut squash that you've got a bag over, just one thing is make sure you, you know, you get a lot of condensation in the morning. Just go around and just make sure that it breathes and lets that condensation out. Because if you get that condensation setting and it sits in a puddle of water, it can end up rotting. So just be careful over that.
I'm trying to spell like rain.
So, what else we got? So I got some giant seeds. So it's Indy from Allwood. How are you, bro? Hope you're keeping well. All Woodley. So just up the road, I got some giant seeds from my scarlet runner beans. Going to try growing these for next year. Oh, that's
like.
Was it a big bean or was it just big seeds? Planted my garlic last week. Couldn't wait any longer. Nothing else happening now. Waiting for a proper cold spell to harvest my horseradish. I get broad beans in as well now. I've got a few in pot noodle pots ready to go out. No, you have to use a mouse to click it. So I've got some pot noodle pot broad beans that are ready to go out. And they're going to be planted in amongst my garlic. It does go. Look, you just go like this. You just got to be a bit careful, okay? So what are you looking for?
I'm trying to look for a raindrop. I'm gonna do.
Let's see.
I'm gonna do this.
So only got 10 tubs of potatoes growing now. I'm going to be setting my grow cabinet up next week, ready for my chilies. And oh yes,
nature.
Oh yes.
Nature.
Now you're talking. You're getting. Yeah.
I'm going to nature. But.
So Alan says, "Look, he hasn't got hair." What are you trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to go into nature.
Then here, be gentle with it. It'll go into nature as you need it. It's not touchscreen, so touching the screen is not going to help you.
I'm gonna go back. Not again.
Got 10 tubs of so
what are
when are you gonna harvest? When are you planning on harvesting those potatoes? Big seeds and big bean. Only got a few
I'm
of these
trying
giants.
to do
Fantastic. You know, see if you can breed your own big seed or big bean. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to go on the raindrops.
Well, why don't you go in here and type in rain and see if you can find a raindrop. There you go. Touching the screen is not going to help.
Rain.
You have to use the mouse here. No, just tap it. There you go. You've got it.
I want a smiley face as well.
You keep touching the screen. It's not your computer. This is my old one. Your computer's got a touch screen. Mine hasn't.
Nope.
So.
People. Paper.
So I have some sweet Sicily and yellow rattle is now. What kind of seeds are they? I get the seeds, but what kind of seeds are they? Yellow rattle. What seeds are they, Bobby? Because I don't know those varieties. I'm doing okay. Looking forward to my second year of growing. You know, your second year is going to generally, you know, first couple of years. First year is generally a learning curve, and second, third year, these are some of your best years because you've learnt a bit. You're doing a bit more experimenting. The ground's still nice and fresh, got lots of goodness in it, and you normally do pretty good. So good luck to you, and I want to see your awesome results.
I got all the people.
You've got the people ones there. That's
no, them ones.
We'll close that. Press them one. Okay.
Yay.
But you don't whinge just because you can't do something. Okay. IMO's horseradish release the chemical that gives it its heat after a good cold spell of a couple of weeks, preferably with some frost.
I'm gonna do an upside down.
You're gonna be breathing fire with that horseradish. My leeks did the best this year, huge leeks, but hopefully the rain didn't ruin them. Do you know what I've just discovered in my garden? So I've had my garlic. I mean, I didn't have a great garlic here this year. It was pretty poor, but I had my garlic in my shed storing, and guess what I found in my garlic? You know, it's absolutely heartbreaking. I found allium leaf miner in my garlic, and that's really upset me now. I mean, I'm planting garlic in a place that I've never planted it before, but it has really upset me that I've got garlic allium leaf miner in my shed, eating my stored garlic.
Squinting face. Papa, how do you do this?
I had to put the potatoes in the carport with all this rain. Hopefully we're pulling them in the next couple of weeks for Christmas dinner. Oh, nice. Well, they're late planted potatoes. One to be from Shopbought Spuds, a great idea stole from you. So sweet cicely is an edible flower, and yellow rattle is a wildflower that suppresses the growth of grass. See, I didn't know about these two plants. I'm gonna have a little Google of these two and see which ones they are and how to use them.
I'm trying to type in one of these.
So thanks for teaching me something. What are you trying to do now?
When I'm trying to do search for emoji, it goes on there.
What do you wanna do?
I wanna type in symbols.
Symbols is no. Symbols. There you go, symbols.
But that's not a symbol.
Yeah, that's how you press. That's how you type symbols. So what do the leaf miner do? They've been eating my stored garlic. So I didn't have the best garlic year anyway, and these symbols have been These allium leaf miners have been eating my stored garlic, and that really upsetting. Really upsetting.
Baba, can I choose a symbol to type?
Yeah, you can.
But
they're all the symbols, buddy. So.
Oh, never mind. Guess I'll have to do it the annoying way.
What are you trying to do?
I'm doing it that's annoying way.
Okay.
Hey, Papa.
That's the best it'll do, buddy. Okay. There's all the symbols that you've got.
No. Take one away. Told you there were going to be more.
So we've got 10 people, 19 likes. That's all right. We've got people popping in and out of TikTok. Rob, how are you doing, big man? Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, don't.
Is it finished?
No, if you keep hitting the screen, it's not going to help you. It's not touch screen like you're all up.
I want to do that.
What do you want to do?
It's not working. It's annoying.
What do you want to do?
Type some symbols.
And type there. Okay.
Ooh. Baby. Baby.
So, come on, hit me with something, guys.
I'm gonna do every symbol I like.
So you're doing good. Just go back from the pub. Have you got your dinner sorted yet?
Blah.
No, not like that. There you go. Just gentle tap. You don't have to start clicking like
I'm doing
that.
everyone I like. Everyone.
You're sending everyone an injection. Is that what you're doing?
Nuke symbols.
Had a prawn curry. Do you know? We make a prawn curry. That's homemade.
Oh.
Homemade prawn curry with homegrown tomatoes and homegrown new potatoes. Absolutely beautiful. That's probably one of my do you know, whenever I talk about food, right? I always do this. I describe a food and then I say that's my favorite, and I describe a different food and say that's my favorite, and then pretty much everything's my favorite.
Yeah, you got it all.
Probably explains why I'm a bit fat, but.
Mama, don't call yourself fat.
Don't call myself fat. Okay. So.
Papa, I'm tapping
Gmail,
it.
sorry, I had a.
I'm tapping.
Right, Gmail, you get yourself off, and we'll see you again. We'll see you again next week. Keep yourself safe in this stormy weather. Rob, what's it like where you are? How's your allotment going to hold up in this storm?
I'm going to tap.
Need some naga in
I'm
that
going to tap
curry.
really
Yeah.
gently.
If you haven't tried our naga. Oh, we've got a new pickle coming out.
Nope.
We've got a new pickle coming out. I think the labels arrive on Wednesday. So from next week we should have a new pickle coming out.
Yes, we got it.
And this one is going to be, I talked about the chili being my favorite, but this one's going to be a lot different because it's going to have carrots, peas, garlic. What else? It's going to be very much a mixed pickle, mangoes, limes. So it's going to be a really, really good one. I'm really looking forward to this one being launched.
I'm going to do copper.
We've been working with the recipe, playing with the recipe, making sure it's right. I thought it was ready to go at the start of sort of August, that sort of time. But my wife's been, no, I've got to get perfect this recipe, make sure it's absolutely nice.
It's not working.
And then, yeah, it's ready.
What do I need? But.
So we'll have some new mixed pickle this time. So next, hopefully, if the labels come by next Wednesday, we should have some new pickles ready.
God.
We should have some new pickles ready to go next week.
Oh!
So I'm looking
Papa, I put my face on it, then it just went there.
We're on holiday down Cornwall, so not sure. What's the weather like in Cornwall? How are you keeping down there with all this storm? No, pressing that. I keep telling you, pressing that's not going to help you. Just a gentle tap.
No, I need to do more of that. Okay. No, I don't need that.
You wanted that, yeah?
No.
What then?
I need to get off it.
Okay, there you go. You're off it.
I need to do.
So I'll definitely keep you posted. I'll put a video out as soon as it's ready to go. Is it going to be a sweet? No, it's not going to be a sweet pickle. So it's going to be sort of
head one.
It's not going to be hot. It's not going to be as hot as the green chili. It's going to be a little bit milder than green chili, but a lot hotter than the garlic. So it's not going to be sweet. It's going to be a sort of mid-range, medium to medium hot to slightly hot. But it's going to be a good mix of stuff and a good mix of flavors. My sister's in India on holiday. What desi seeds could she bring me when she comes back next month? I fancy growing desi veg in Leeds. So get yourself some I think you call them dode, some bottle gourds. Get some tinda, or I think that's what you call them. Kerala, bottle bitter gourds. I don't know what you call snake gourds, but if you have a look for, in Bangla we call them sisingra, so or zinga, loofah gourds.
Oh my!
They'll all grow in Leeds. Okra will grow in Leeds. Get some desi radishes as well, because they're slightly different varieties to what you can get here. Get some amaranth.
If there was only a new one.
Get some amaranth.
Objects. We need to move on to this right now. If that's a nuclear one, I'm going to add it.
Weather has not been so too bad.
Where's
To be
the
honest, a
nuclear?
lot of light rain and sunshine. So you've had it quite good. We've just had extreme heavy rain.
Papa.
We are, I keep telling you don't touch the screen. I haven't got all of that stuff.
Stop. Papa, I'm
So-
trying to look for a nuclear one.
So evening, Derek. How are you doing? Thanks very much for
I'm trying
coming
to
in.
do a nuclear.
A nuclear. Let's see if I can find a nuclear. No nuclear ones.
Papa. Type in.
So sounds good for Christmas presents. Hopefully it'll be okay. I think
don't
it.
spell nuclear.
I just wish we could have got it launched at the start of sort of September. That would have been a good time. So garlic is the best one. Yeah, everyone likes garlic. It's gonna be. Do you know? I think it might take over. Garlic's always been our best seller. I think this one might take over as a bestseller.
No.
I really do like it. I promise you, I really do like it a lot. It's not going to be as sweet as the garlic, but it will be.
Bomb.
Been here for 2 weeks. Got another 6 week holiday. What are you at school?
How do you spell bomb?
Need to shoot, mate. Have a Dave. You take care. Thanks for popping in and chilling out for a bit. Sarah said, "I have trouble growing okra. Any tips?" So okra don't like. Okay. Can I speak? Okra don't like having their roots disturbed.
Man.
So if you can get some sort of long-rooted container to grow them in, they don't like being. They are fussy, you know. They don't like being too damp. Grow them on the slightly drier side once the plant's germinated, because
Papa, it's not. I can't.
you're trying to do.
I'm trying to add it in.
There, you've added it in. Now press return.
No, I need to add more bombs.
Okay.
Not
Not like that. Just a gentle one. So yeah, they don't like the roots disturbed. So you can get some kind of long root trainer type seed starters. So something about 3 inches, and then plant it into that. Bury the seed about half an inch, a centimeter to half an inch under the soil, and then let that grow. The biggest problem you're going to have 2 big problems with okra when they're seedlings. That is neck rot. Keep the soil on the slightly drier side, not too wet, and just give them a gentle water from below for about 5 minutes. And then take it out again.
I told you there were more.
Okay. And the other thing that you're gonna have a massive problem with is aphids. No. If you're gonna keep making noise, then you're gonna go. You listen to me. Aphids are gonna be a big problem. Keeping them off is gonna be the biggest challenge. Last year, my okra plants all died because of aphids, but I got aphids like I've never got aphids before on my seedlings. And that's one of the. It was probably the worst year for aphids for me last year. But don't disturb the roots. Transplant them into. So as soon as they've got to about 3 inches tall in your root trainer, transplant them into individual, probably 4-inch pots, and let them grow in there until they're maybe 8 inches tall. Once they're in there, then you can go and plant them in the ground or into the final pot. But don't do too many transplantations, because as soon as you transplant them, that's when they suffer a lot, especially if you've sown them together and you're trying to prick them out. That I've found always works. It is quite difficult with okra because they are very sensitive. They will want, ideally they'll want a greenhouse or somewhere that's going to catch a lot of sun. So if you've got a sun trap around your house against a brick wall that's going to catch a lot of sun and turn that into a sun trap, that'll do really well. Ned, the thing is, aphids, what I mean by aphids is I got them in my house, a lot on my early plants, so a lot on my chilies, on my tomatoes, on my okra was wiped out.
I'm trying to try nuclear.
So getting marigolds and stuff set off, you just haven't got the space under a grow cupboard. Yes, buddy. So I'm working with too much little space to be able to get those companion
Why do
plants
you
in.
want to spell nuclear?
Um,
Nuclear bomb.
You can't have nuclear. You can have bomb, but not nuclear. There's no nuclear.
No, not on there. No,
Where?
no, on there.
I just
On the
told,
chat.
I was just typing it in there for you. Oh, your mum's calling you, Zaki. Zaki, your mum's calling you.
I need to write this first.
Okay.
Nuclear
There you go.
bomb. I know how to write bomb.
So, Alan, thanks very much for coming in and hanging out.
But
You take care, and I'll see you again. Hopefully next time, same place. Go and present it then. Now you go get your dinner. Oh, see, last week he was in tears because he likes to do his cameo. He likes to come in onto Facebook and yeah, he was in tears last week because he couldn't come on the live stream, and he's been hanging about all day. As soon as he saw me come up about half an hour ago, he was like, "Yeah, I want to be on the live stream." So I know a lot of people came in. We had a good few people come in and jump out, and I get it. Some people just want the garden chat, but at least he's not going to give me a hard time tonight. That's going to be nice. He's had his little enjoyment for the day. So if it's a dry day tomorrow, what's everyone's plans? Because I think mine is going to be damage control or damage, not control, damage, sort of salvage. I need to go and check on the treehouse and make sure that's okay. And I need to figure out what's happened to my cardboard garlic because that would have been in a bit of a mess. So what's what are your plans? Because if I do get a chance, I will finish off my garlic tomorrow. So he's gone from up here and now he's talking in the live stream. Zaki, okay, buddy? Because garlic is one thing that I want to get done. I'll probably get a load of broad beans planted as well. I did start on building my new compost pile. Because I managed to get a load of 2x2 concrete slabs, not last weekend or the weekend before. I brought all those back. I've got them laid at the bottom of the garden. I've rebuilding my compost area. What I'm planning on doing is putting the compost area, putting two, maybe 3 bays for compost, and then the plan is to put a nice frame around and then put a roof on it, and then I can compost to my heart's content in a bit of dry. That's the plan. If I can pull it off, then I'll be a happy bunny.
I said it to be Zachariah.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be eating your dinner.
Hello, it's me again, Zachariah.
See that if you want to keep them, ideally they want to be covered from frost. I'll be honest with you, I don't bother. I think they're hardy enough. I don't necessarily think that you need to just go for varieties like Aqua Dulce. I think you can go for other varieties. I mean, some varieties like Aqua Dulce will fare better if you plant them now and be outside in that rain and in that frost. and some of the other varieties will want to be planted a little bit later when a lot of the risk of frost is gone. But I think they have a tiny little bit of an advantage of doing that. If you're a commercial grower, it's good enough. But most broad beans I've found will planted now will be okay, or straight outside. So the ones that I've got in my pots, they're going to all get into the ground around my garlic, and then I'm going to plant a load more straight away into more pot noodle pots. And depending on what the weather's like, they might stay in my greenhouse until next spring, and then next spring, once the ground's soft enough after the freeze, I'll plant them out. So we harvest some of our chard today. Made a soup with onions, coconut in a soup. That's coconut milk. Sorry, I read coconut. That sounds quite good actually. Was it quite a thick soup, or was it like a watery type soup? I like the thick soups. Planting garlic and ordering broad beans. I'm cutting trees around the car park where I park my van. It keeps the churchgoers quiet, and I get free parking. And it's a nightmare parking up here. Do you park your van near your house, or is that separate? Dr. Zach, my plans: son's 14th birthday, going to the escape room and meal with family. Sunday we'll look at my garden and things to do. Where's the escape room? That sounds quite good. Moz is saying we're asking where it is. I think he wants to come. It was like porridge. I mean, it was okay. Oh, that would have been a good soup. I like thick soups. Do you get those? See, we do the type of soup that we make is very different. We very rarely make, like the normal soups. We make like a bone broth kind of soup, and then my dad used to make it when I was a kid. Right, he'd make it in this massive pot, absolutely huge pot, and get bones from the butchers, chuck them all in, loads of veg in there, and just boil it for hours and hours and hours, and then everyone would get like bread, and then everyone would come around and literally just tuck into this bone broth type of soup. It's just that's just one that I absolutely love. So we sometimes carry on that tradition. Every now and then we'll get lamb shanks and make this a massive pot of soup. And the day we make it, it's in a pot that will probably feed 20 or 30 people. Everyone's around. So the day we make it, my family's here. Obviously, my sisters, both my sisters are coming. My brother's coming, and everyone just piles in, and it turns into like a family festival based on this one family soup. Art, good boy. So this is the time to plant
Technoblade.
So this is great to know. I wanted to try and plant some things for next year, onions as well. So Seba, I plant my garlic into the ground now from clumps, and I'll answer just David's question at the same time. I grow from supermarket garlic because of the amount of garlic I grow. I probably plant about 4 or 5 kilos of garlic.
Spider sonar.
Rather than planting, a few bulbs. So I plant supermarket garlic just simply because if I went for the seed clothes, I couldn't afford it, and trying to get and I'm not big enough to be able to get onto
drawing in different art styles.
I'm not big enough to be able to get onto a farm seed supplier list to get bulk seeds. Well, that's good. That's really good.
Stranger Things stuff.
Okay, sit down. What's that all about? So yeah, you can plant supermarket garlic.
Trying to draw expressions and doodles for different characters.
Right, step away. So no room to park outside my house because it's at the top of a bridleway where I live and about 100-ish yards away. You can plant out shop bought garlic. It's a bit of a gamble, but cheaper than seed garlic. Yeah. I mean, especially if you're planting a decent quantity, it's much more worth it. Wives keep me out to watch Netflix. You enjoy Netflix, and yeah, happy wife, and you'll get a happy life. He loves drawing. He likes doodling. Do you know he comes up with these little comic strips, and he comes up with some fascinating stories. But he'll come and tell you all the background details about it. Good news, we end up with garlic from Hello Fresh Box, so it would be good to use it. I don't have a huge garden, so it will be. The thing is with garlic, right? It doesn't take a load of space. Remember, a garlic plant, it's maximum it's getting to about 1/2 inch diameter, and then it's getting to maybe 2 foot tall with a few leaves popping out. It grows well in between everything else. So if you've don't have a lot of space, instead of planting a block of garlic, think about where you're going to plant everything else and plant your garlic in between them. And worst comes to worst, you could always plant them in pots, and then because if you don't know where you're going to plant your other stuff, put them in pots now, and then in spring when you're planting your other stuff, just bung them in the middle. We've got garlic amongst our flowers, amongst our roses, amongst just our flower beds all over the place. We just stick garlic everywhere. Do I drink kisuri? Kisuri is not a drink. We never normally eat it. I mean, we don't make it too thin, so we make it quite a thick consistency. Kisuri, if anyone doesn't know what it is, it's a Bangladeshi kind of dish, cooked. It's like rice pudding, but not sweet. It's more of a salty version of rice, savory version of rice pudding. We cook it. It's great to eat for breakfast or on an empty stomach. So we make it a lot during Ramadan when we're fasting, and it's brilliant to eat as the first thing that you eat. Or we make it for when someone's ill. Do you know, when someone's got a sore throat or something like that? Make it then, and then eat it then. But on a normal day, we wouldn't make it. Not for normal day-to-day eating. I plant my garlic in pots. How big pots you use, Rob? Has anyone else suffered from allium leaf miner? Yeah. Has anyone else ever had allium leaf miner causing a problem? I mean, similar to Chinese soup called congee, just rice boiled into soup. So I think my leeks have been attacked. Do you think that it's leaf miner that's done it? I have kisuri with sana. Yeah, I like kisuri with sana. But you have to cook sana. It has to be the black chickpeas, not the white ones. I like the black chickpeas cooked with equal amount of chickpeas with equal amount of potatoes. I don't like it when it's overly chickpea and not enough potato in there. I'm very specific on her. Yeah, I had that garlic planting. under roses helps if the aphids on roses. It does. I mean, I think garlic is one of the best companion plants you can plant with pretty much everything, because the smell masks a lot of other predators. Plant, yeah. Some people talk about garlic working as a biofumigant and deterring, things around the root nematodes and stuff like that. I take that with a bit of pinch of salt, but definitely in terms of smell and distracting pests, 100% agree. So that's why we plant it in so many places amongst so many things, because it'll just give us that different um, mix of veg, mix of smells, mix of colours, so the pests are less likely to attack. And we grow things like broad beans outside. Um, Up until last year, I never had black fly on my broad beans, and the only black fly I had on my broad beans were the ones that I planted in my container garden up at the very top. So on that container garden, we had a fair few black fly, but in my main garden, no broad bean, no what do you call it? It's no black fly at all. I use a 10 litre pot for garlic, and I plant 4 cloves to a plot. Okay, does that work out quite nice? My dad loves black senna, but I prefer the white ones. This is a bit. See, are you still quite young? Because I was like that when I was younger. So in my 20s, I used to like the white senna, but as I've matured a bit, so has my taste, I think, and I like the black senna now, or the black chickpeas. Uh, so leaf miner destroyed my onions this year. Just the onions, very strange. Um, one of the big things that we've been messing not done for the last couple of years is free ranged our chickens as much. We need to start free ranging our chickens a lot more. Since we stopped free ranging them as much as we do, um, we've had less. We've had more pest issues since we stopped reduce the amount of time the chickens are out in the garden. So my plan is to let them free range a lot more this year, and maybe not have as many plants out in the garden over winter. So I'll have my garlic planted in one patch, and I'll let the chickens free range the rest of it. And if they destroy a few plants, then that's what I'm gonna have to live with. But I think they're more important to control pests everywhere else. This has been the worst slug year I've ever seen. I think I've seen slugs uh, easily that big. Um, yeah, I've seen some monster slugs this year. Some you could probably stick a saddle on and ride them. Uh, so you've had some great harvest from your pots. Um, but Moz, I'm translating it literally as black chickpeas. They're not black. They're sort of browner. They're sort of a darker skin than the normal chickpeas that you'd buy in the shop. So when you like the canned chickpeas, they're normally the white skinned chickpea. But if you get dried chickpeas, if you ever go into an Asian shop, you'll find. I mean, we call them black chickpeas because they're slightly darker. So so I'm translating it literally rather than describing the color. But you'll find them in any Asian grocery shop. You'll normally find both, but they're normally just dry. They're not in the tin or anything like that. Um, Ali, I read that as I like humans too, not hummus. I had to read that a couple of times. Uh, do you make homemade hummus? I like making homemade hummus. So my recipe for hummus, it's not exactly the way the Arabs would make it, but I make hummus with chickpeas, oxo cube, a bit of paprika. Um, uh, if you're feeling a bit excited, then I'll chuck a little bit of naga pickle in there, um, or um, a teaspoon of yogurt, a can of chickpeas, and a load of tahini, and then just blitz that all up. If you don't want to go for the naga in the chickpeas, or don't forget the salt and the lemon as well, and the raw garlic. I'm brilliant at giving these recipes, aren't I? And then yeah, raw garlic, lemon, and salt. Blitz all that up together, and yeah, that's it. That's your hummus ready. And what I like to do is, take some olives, get a little bit of naga, drizzle it with the olive oil, and then just put the naga and the olive oil and just sort of shake it about so it's all over. And then you got like naga oil, olive oils, and that's just really nice, really good. Um, your chickens make me uneasy. They shouldn't be caged up like that. It's cruel. That um, they've got a big pen. I mean, to be fair, they've got for the amount of chickens that we've got, they've got about 2 meters each, two square meters each. So they've got a fairly good sized pen. Um, look, yeah, they are out. They just don't get free ranged as much as we used to. But we are going to start free ranging them a lot more this year. Loads of, yeah. So sesame tahini, yeah. I use loads of sesame, but I don't use olive oil in my hummus. I use olive oil drizzled over the olives with some naga in there. Sean, how are you doing? Thanks very much for coming in. We have Ashana India Supermarket in Keith. I'll check them out next time I'm in. So if you've got that place, then you're going to definitely find the white chickpeas and the thingy. Yeah. Big Mac, how are you doing? Thanks very much for coming in. So Rob saying he hates olives. Do you hate the black olives and the green olives? Because I know the green olives have sort of got a bit of a bitter taste. Do you know, if you go into Lidl sometimes, right? There's this you normally get the olives, but every now and then Lidl get these olives in, and these Greek olives, and they come in a tub. It's almost like a heart kind of shape, that kind of shape, and it's got this massive lid on it, and they have olives, probably that sort of size, absolutely humongous olives, and if you like olives, they're absolutely delicious. Yeah, they're probably the best green olives that I've had. The ones that come in that specific tub, and they're from Lidl. But yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, yeah, Sean, we're all right. We're all right. We're just getting on. Ririn Augustin, walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah from Indonesia. Thanks very much for coming in and saying hello. I don't think I've ever ate an olive. All olives don't like the texture. Can't stand olives that give me the bulk. What's a bulk? Yeah, I've seen the olive tubs in Costco. See, in Lidl they have those really good olives. But you never. Oh, that was poor, Jamie Oliver. Rob, I hate olives. I was an all right for a dad joke, but yeah. um. So, Rob, I hate olives too. The wife loves them. I'd Jammy Dodger. Um, my wife loves. See, well, if your wife likes olives, try and show them olives in from Lidl. They have them in every now and then. If you ever go in Lidl, that you can sometimes get them. They're absolutely awesome. If you're not gonna like them, Sean, don't worry about it. You come in when you can. Life always comes first. But I'm happy to see you. Yeah, guys, it's getting a little bit past 10, a little bit past 9. I want to catch the kids a little bit before they go to bed. So, Mimi Susu, there's an Olive fan. Yes, I'm sorry, tried them many times, but that's it now, mate. Never gonna touch them again. That's fine. That's fine. Garlic tomato. Look at these guys talking about. Yeah, look at these guys, garlic, olive connoisseurs at the moment. But right, I'm gonna call it a night, everyone. Thanks very much for coming in and spending a night. We didn't get a video out last week. We'll get one out this week. It's filmed. It just needs editing and putting out. Just got so much on at the minute. So I'm gonna call it a night here. Ian, I'm just signing off. But thanks for coming in and saying hello. Everyone, I'll see you later. Assalamu alaikum.